And we back. Welcome to Paperrock Live, where everything is live.
Absolutely. It's just me here chilling with my partner in crime, Spliff Star. We have Mr. Thunny Brown. Oh my God, Thunny Brown on deck. I have a little bit of a slur, but one half of the Fuck Outta Here podcast. We just hung out with the first half a few minutes ago. Oh, he's eating. Is he eating now? I don't know where he's at. Okay, that's great. How's the welcome first and foremost? Okay. How's the food? How's the food?
This is great.
Good.
It's great.
I'm happy. I'm happy you're happy.
Yeah, that way.
Delicious,
That way.
and healthy. It's good for you. It's good and good for you.
Thank you. That's very important, kids. We're all getting older, and I have certain. I don't know if when you walk and you bend up and in bed, there's creaks and stuff that weren't there. I'll be 40 next year, and it's a little bit aggravating that I feel my body kind of breaking down. So it's more important to cut back on the liquor, which is still a work in progress, and eat healthier. So that's
Health is wealth.
absolutely. Oh, here he goes. Here we go.
Oh, welcome to the party.
Stuck B is back. All right, we can get back to live action now that we have the two of you here. So first and foremost, thank you for coming. We did put new mic condoms on, so we're here in a sterile environment. Okay, very
Where's Jill
important.
Scott at when we need her?
Say it again, Jill Scott.
Where's Jill Scott?
I've
know
been
the
missing
mic?
her. Oh, absolutely. I haven't forgotten. I'm sure Spliff knows exactly.
Chill. I got Jill Scott number on my phone. Y'all playing.
Really?
It's the homie.
Nice.
Let us know when y'all bringing her on the show.
That's all. Let me tell you something.
Talk
She
to me.
is so sweet, bro. As a person, spirit, everything. And then when you look at her beauty be like, they be like big women. That's one big beauty I love. She is, her skin, her smile, her eyes, dog.
Do you see this dude on the Twitter jump out the window the other day? Some professional athlete apparently didn't know how sexy she was and how the world was riding for her. And was like, yo, why is she a thing? Why they still feeling? Yo, wrong with you. Somebody should have boxed his face.
Who this?
I don't
What's
know.
his
I
name?
got his name in memory.
Hey, boy, I'm seven boxing on your face, boy. I need it,
Yo. Jill Scott, man, we love
Hey,
you.
yo, you talk against Jill Scott. Yo, my lovey, wubby, chubby, curvy, and wordy.
A boy.
Every time that boy there, leave him in 2 basement with 2 jerk chicken. Walk to him. Crazy.
Yeah, him boy need to go. Well, they shut him down.
Yeah, look at Jenna like, oh my
What's
God.
going on? It just
Nah, he said somebody was talking bad about Jill Scott. You can't do that
don't
to
do
the
that.
queen.
Don't do that.
Nah,
I think it's
you
your
can't
fault,
do
'cause
that.
now I'm just thinking about the whole microphone thing
I
and how
was-
ironic. It's
Mike-
just, thank you for that, because that's going to be a,
That show you how the mind work. That's how we connected the
mad at
dots
that.
right there.
you have to be aware of how to handle certain situations, or you're going to be single forever. That's what I'm saying to you. It's practice makes perfect. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Jill Scott is an inspiration to a lot of women.
She should be,
Especially
and
on the
she bad,
mic.
and she bad, and her body bad, and she pretty, and I got a thing for Jill Scott, especially after I lost Serena Williams to the struggle. You know what I mean? She went ahead, got married on me, but I still got Jill Scott, baby.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about that whole thing. I mean,
Venus is single.
Good luck with that. Okay, so let's get to you
Moving
guys.
right along.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you want to start. I like to start with, outside of your creative talents, it's interesting that you've started a podcast. Are you guys a year in on S.STREET Media? Are we 6 months? Where are you?
Nah, we more like 2 years.
Oh, excuse me. I know. I apologize. Time just
Nah,
keeps
that's cool.
whipping around. What made you start a podcast?
Mathematics.
Okay.
The God.
What happened was, I'm Stuck B, is, Paperrock podcast. How y'all doing? My name is Stuck B. My brother is Sean Price. He passed away in 2015.
Rest in peace.
P. After that, I was trying to dib and dap into music. I thought I wanted to do it with the boot camp, but then like when I just seen how people was moving, I was just like, nah, let me just try it myself. And then a couple of upcoming producers, like shout out to my man Jix Diamonds, he gave me a beat.
Chuck's Diamonds, we love him. And we already had. I love him. Continue.
He gave me a beat, and I went to Coney Island to my man Bam Crib. Shout out to my man Bam, in Coney Island houses, and my man Fever. So we went to the studio to record the joint called Bars. My man did the hook. Then he ain't come back to come do the hook. He told me I had to do it myself. I'm like, bro, I ain't a good hook master. You know what I mean? My voice don't sound good or whatever. He like, yo, you got no choice. You got to do it. So I laid it down. Then I finished it at Mike Hand's crib.
I love Mike Hands. Shout out to Mike Hands. This is all in the family. I love
Right.
this. Absolutely.
Big up.
Yeah.
So then I went to Mike Hand's crib to record it all over again. And I laid my second verse down. And then here I am today, 2020, Stuck B.
I love the recap. That was quick because some people it's like long-winded. You know, I want to kill myself. You know, I have no problem throwing myself on the floor.
Yeah, I could say it, I could talk for days, but it's long story short.
What's
that's
your
how
sign?
we gonna do that. Leo.
Really? When's your birthday?
It's last week Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Leo
you.
gang.
Leos are in the house apparently.
Mine
It's
was
not-
Sunday.
Your birthday too? So how does that work? A lot of times, you know, when you are the same sign, it's either amazing or you want to kill each other. How is it working, being the same sign? How's the energy?
Well, we've been friends for over 20-something years. I think it's working out pretty good.
Yeah.
Boom.
You know what I mean? It's working out pretty good. You know what I mean? You know, I have my own personality. He has his own, and it doesn't clash at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's good.
Thank God, because that's half the problem.
Not to mention respect is big from you know what I mean, from my point of view, his standpoint, and we respect each other.
Big team.
It's a big deal.
Very big deal.
It's a big deal. I'll take your plate whenever you're done.
I was
He ain't finished. He got more potato salad on it.
Yeah, what?
I usually
Oh,
always
that's egg.
leave like a spoon of food on the thing. Somebody told me you're supposed to always leave a spoon of food on the plate, and I kind of just do it.
What's the not stipulation? What is it? You know, when a cat like crosses your path. What is that? Superstition. There you go. So who told you that? Like, what's the whole theory behind that?
I just heard it. I'm not a
I'm
superstitious
gonna tell you, my
guy.
grandmother would tell you, you better eat that 3 piece of potato that's like me have food for years.
Nah, he left a piece of egg, so you better eat
You
that
left the
egg
egg
before I
too?
break them legs.
Egg is the best. Egg is the best.
Let me say that like a Jamaican. You left the egg.
The egg.
Good boy, you left the egg. How a man then waste the egg, sir?
Oh man, I totally left my water and my drink over there.
So, you know what's interesting? You know, when you open things like, you know, Pepsi, if it's not consumed, you too, you're guilty of this. If people, I only have like 3.5
Hey, watch this. I gotta
sodas.
take my time. You gave me liquor. I do not drink liquor. You influencing me to drink.
Oh, bad
My name is
business.
Spliff Star, not Spliff Liquor.
Listen. Listen, Linda. I mean, listen, Jenna.
Bottom line is people ask for 2 or 3 of things, and then they leave them around, and then the soda gets a little stale, and then there's no more Pepsi. It's like a fit in the back. So I just want to make sure. I hope someone's not stealing your water. You know how that goes. You put it down.
And I
it's
hope
done.
nobody ain't spitting in my cup.
Nah.
All these personal
you drink too?
subliminals.
You
Yeah.
got nothing.
You pour me a drink and the water. I'm over here.
I can't. There's no one to even help you fix the situation. I mean, because everybody's situated to film. I mean, you just set yourself up for the big.
That is all the way
Yeah,
fact.
it's big L.
What the boy them do?
Rest in peace.
I have a quick question for you. You know what? Yes, rest in peace. Okay. You're on your toes today. This is what I'm curious about, and obviously maybe a little sensitive, but I do think I should ask. His death was sudden, your brother, right? So I think with what's going on with COVID, and anything, you can get into a car and not make it home. I mean, anything can happen to you. So how was that? Was there a lot of unfinished business? Not so much as the personal, but you were there to watch the creative component. Was there a lot that you felt was left on the table?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a lot more. It was to the point where I was talking to him about like, yo, bro, it's time to definitely take it to the next level. You need to get an accolade, you know what I mean? Some kind of award for this music that you've been putting out for over 20-something years. But they really started recognizing him as Sean Price, you know what I'm saying? When he's been
Talk
doing
about
it, it's like Ruck from Helter Skelter since like 96. So, yeah, it's a lot of unfinished business that he was at handled, but unfortunately, he ain't wake up, so.
Fortunate though for you is that the music, I'm sure there's a lot of unreleased music that you have access to.
Not Stuck B. I have access to only the Stuck B music. You know what I'm saying? Bernadette have access to all Sean Price music, all rights, reserve. Anything titled with Sean Price, it goes through her.
Okay, but there's still music that people can expect to hear hopefully down the road.
Yeah, I think he probably gonna drop like maybe it's probably good 3-4 more hours worth of music left.
Blood shot. This dude was a
lot.
workaholic.
Yeah.
Yes,
Work.
he was.
Nah, he got mad music. Like I'm saying, and some of the joints that not even released right now. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Do you know the name of the studio he was in, Queens?
Goblin.
All right, I went in there. You go up steps, the steps, bust the left, look like a trap.
That's it. That is a setup.
But he was dedicated in there. Like, it's crazy to me that I was just with him like maybe a week or 2 weeks before that time there, and I went to go see him in the studio. We vibed out for mad hours. I went to his crib out there, near by the 9, and he sat in my car with me, and I played my mixtape for him. You know, I always respect Sean Price as a lyricist. You know, he's Boot Camp Clink is I'm #1 fan, like all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's the Rain, the whole family. Like, they niggas will have shows, and I bet you they look in the crowd or see me on the side of the stage somewhere.
Facts.
All the time.
I used to see you back in the day.
Yes, because I love Boot Camp. They was my shit. So, but as I got into business and stuff, and I started hanging around his brother, which I looked up to when it came to this rhyming shit. So I played it for him, and said if I played him about 9 songs, he liked 7 of them shits. And every time he see me, he would repeat it, and he only heard the song maybe once or twice. But he remembered the verse, and he'll tell me the shit that I don't even remember. But when I have people like him telling me, yeah, Spliff, or brother, like another person I respect so much on that mic is Jada Kiss. I call him the hitman of New York.
Right.
And when Jada Kiss come to me, he says Spliff Star whole 16. That means he was sitting there, he really took his time, and he listened to that shit. And he spit it back to me. Now, these are people I consider some of the best to touch the mic.
Right.
You feel me? And I'll be feeling like they make me want to go to the studio. I go to the studio now, I do 4 songs, 5, maybe 6 songs in a day.
So even being Spliff Star the General, traveled the world, rocked numerous stages with one of the best to ever do a bust.
The best hype man I ever heard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Best.
And I was looking at, we salute that.
Oh, gunshot.
Yeah. But I had already recognized from when he was doing it with the squad that this dude was a lyricist and had it and was always looking for it. So I see why.
The Flip Mode album, I would say, I was getting my practice on because I'm turning from a street dude to a rapper.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was making my transition, and I used to look up, of course, Busta doing his thing, but Rod Digger was amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? I see Rod Digger made niggas rip their sheet up that they wrote their rhyme up and write another one. Cause she just came out the booth and there's smoke in there. And we ain't got no fire extinguisher, nigga. It's smoke in there. Don't even go in there. And the only reason why I would say, Busta, he was good at this shit. And, Busta shit is a little bit more harsh, and he go do his thing. And I said, all right, but it was something about Digger. It was just different. You know what I mean? Busta, he had the lyrics character. Then you have Lord of Mercy. He was another character. Rampage. He was like that B-boy type rapper. And then you had Baby Sham that was dope to me. Bridge, Queensbridge type of shit. But Rod Digger, dog, I couldn't believe that this type of skill was coming out of female so harsh.
Rapping like a dude.
So harsh. And I was so blessed to be around MCs like that. And as my travels, I met other MCs that I figured so dope. Sean Price was definitely one of those cats. You know what I mean? May he rest in peace. And his name gonna live on because I go to places right now, you play a Sean Price record, they want you to play like half of this nigga CD. They don't want 1, 2 records. They get mad for that. Like, yo, play this, play that, play this. Like you know what I mean? You might as well have a Sean Price day every year. Might as well.
Yeah, well, we having that this Saturday coming up at the Mural, man, Kingston and Bergen.
Boom.
And watch Spliff Star right there with that big bag of weed. You know what I'm saying?
And you pull up too if you free that day.
You said Sunday?
Saturday.
Yeah, everybody is welcome
it's
to
from
come.
7 p.m.
But it's like a kid's thing. I can bring my daughter with a mask. Is it
You can
adult?
bring
your
Is it adult?
bring your daughter.
All is welcome, and everybody know not to come out there with that nonsense because we out there to celebrate the life.
Nah, why
of the
would
legend.
anybody want to come with nonsense when
There's
you know the
always
people?
somebody.
Yo,
that's throwing
Spliff,
it
every
is so with the
year,
nonsense.
every year somebody get punched in the face, bro.
But I'm, look at me. I'm gonna
They
say
tried
this.
it.
I'm gonna say this because I tell you, don't come with the nonsense because the people that's throwing it is with the nonsense.
Don't do it.
If that make any sense to you, don't come with the nonsense because the people that's throwing it is with the nonsense. All right, so everybody, I should see you there in your church shoes, behaving yourself.
But as y'all was giving up all of that love for P and asking about this or saying it should be a P day,
Yeah.
and that's happening. You brought to mind. Last year we was passing around a petition to name the block after P. You got any updates on that?
It should be done.
Blows.
It could be done.
That should be
Yeah.
done.
The petition
we
went
write a
around.
little hate letter to, and we get it done with us Punk de Blasio's in New York. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
hey,
We write a formal letter to
A proposal.
Mayor de Blasio.
right now,
Yeah.
while he's still here with us, while he's still gracing us with his presence,
Go
we
through
need
the
to get
proper
this
channels,
handled,
yeah.
because he will give it to us because he's all about that,
The people.
right? Is, the whole Haffey situation with his kids, and, he should really be working.
Yeah.
I want to make that happen. So
His
let
family's
me know where
black.
you're at with that, and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Call up Mrs. James, Letitia, just give her a little buzzy buzz, and I
Wow.
think that's it. You just make a little couple calls.
Yeah, give them
Yeah.
a little nudge, a little push.
I mean, they're
In
painting
direction.
Black Lives Matter all over the place, right in front of the Trump Plaza, which is hysterical to me. And I think that they would be happy to do that, honestly.
But my question is, what they getting out of that though by painting that on the street by his building or what? Like, what's happening behind that?
You started it. We only have another 7.5 minutes, and we
can I
can
say-
cover
can
We
that.
I say
can't. We
something?
can't go there.
Of course you can.
Can I want to
Talk
tell you,
about it.
I think sometimes, it's almost like when your mother gave you some ice cream or something to keep you quiet. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I don't mind giving you a little bit because I ate so much.
Right.
You feel me? I write Black Lives Don't Matter on the street. They have people that's coming and throwing paint on it.
Right.
And the police is like this, acting like they're trying to stop.
I seen it. I watched all of that.
We do it, and he acting fall up.
No
my
effort.
Brother, that shit on the street means nothing. People walk on that.
There you go.
Spit on that. Shit on that. The
Spit
dog
on
come
my
by,
grave.
pee on it. Some white racist man walking his
face.
dog. They probably stop there in the late night and let the dog pee and shit on it. I'm not worrying about that. No
Right.
fucking paint is making nothing different, bro. Okay, the difference, the change is gonna come within people. Period.
Finances, money, and how you spend it.
With people, okay? There's too much rat race with. Yo, look.
Too much
Ain't
backbiting.
no more me really saying about the white man. Fuck that. White man ain't never did nothing to me. A nigga that shot me before looked just like me. Okay? I remember a police to run me down like 12 fucking
It's
blocks.
closed, right? There's nothing. Nobody else is in there, right?
And I remember a white officer doing his job because he's a cop, and the black officer was overdoing his authority.
Seen that before.
That shit hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like, why you so extra with it? And this one here, even if it's a mind thing, brother, he just fucked my mind up, got me looking at you crazy. Because you have no, what's it called? No passion, you have no, it's the word I'm
No
looking
empathy.
for.
Empathy.
Empathy, all right, yes, empathy. Fuck sympathy. Empathy, please, right? So, bam, our people, us, we are accepting people. We accept.
To a fault.
And it's a gift and a curse that we accept. It didn't matter if you was white, Asian, don't matter. We'll make you homeboy. If you're a badass female, we'll hit that. You a cool ass white boy, come party with me. We'll
Indeed.
probably fuck around and turn Muslim.
But don't say the N word.
Right? But don't say the N-word, how dare you? But even that, I can't tell my white homeboy, he hang around me every day and he sing hip hop music and the whole thing. He say, yo, you can't be saying that word. when he see me and you calling each other that? That don't make sense. We contradicting ourselves.
You still can't say it.
No, watch this. But who? No. But I'm not a nigga. I'm a black man. A nigga's a nigga with no understanding. A nigga's a fucking fool. A nigga's who shortcut. A nigga half steps. I'm not a nigga. I'm a black man. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna take that no way. Because in these days, we have white niggas. Blue eye, blonde hair, white niggas.
Indeed.
Niggas never been a color. That word never been a color. That word defines an action.
A mind state.
Okay? So therefore, he ain't talking to me. He talking to his mother. He talking to your mother, not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fact.
He looking for me to act like a nigga. Police stopped me last night on some dumb shit. Locked me up for a little bit of bud. I smoke weed. Ain't no, yo, officer, I'm a man.
They took it all the way there?
Yeah, but you know what? That's Jersey police. And I ain't mad at him. He did his job. My man plates was fucked up. His license fucked up. We gave him all rights to search and do everything else after that.
Right.
Right? So boom. Once he smelled the weed and all this extra shit, you about to go in my pocket. Y'all got a split for me. I smoke weed. But unfortunately, in Jersey, this is a crime. We have to take you in. It took me in, but I swear to you, this is gonna sound bug. This is the most respectful arrest I ever had in my life.
In Jersey.
But 3 white cops, the sarge and two cops. But we had good convo. He told me straight up. He said, listen, you ain't got no warrants? I ain't got no warrants, brother. I have a career. I don't have no warrants and shit like that, you know. He says, okay. Then he looks up. I don't see nothing on you. Your name is not coming up. I'm saying, what? Yeah. What do you mean? Like, he said, but you searching in Jersey. Brother, I just moved to Jersey. I never got a ticket in Jersey. Nothing. Right. I'm clean out here. So then I said, no, try Brooklyn and stuff. Pop, I'll pop up. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm popped up so much, I'm looking like pimples on a white boy face. That's how much I'm popping over there. So watch this. They took me to the precinct. He said, yo, I'm just gonna take your fingerprint because I didn't have my ID on me. So he said, I'm gonna just take your fingerprint, take some pictures of you, and you're gonna get a summons. You gotta go to court for this. So he said, don't worry, I'm gonna tell the DA throw that shit out. But I had to play the part because my camera's on. The Sarge told me that. Now they find out who I am. Come out that room, man. Sit in this room, relax. Before they wanted me to drink the water from the fucking cell. Now they passed me the cold water.
You did right. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, they gave me the cold water. It's like apologizing a million times. Then the Sarge said, yo, one of your records is one of my wife's favorite records. I said, what?
Here we go.
She said, then he said, you know what he said? Baby, you give it to me. He said, you was younger in that one, huh? I said, yeah, you know, I don't think he said, y'all know, you been through this. Can you take a picture? They asked me for a fucking picture.
Is it the mugshot? Are you in the mugshot with me like this?
Nah,
No, we took a picture, walked me outside to the street, and asked for a couple of pictures. I was like, can I go a picture? I said, okay, so let me ask you a question. If I give you my picture,
Can I go home?
yeah, I've been through all this. I'm real stressed right now. My head hurts. Is there any way, Sarge, that you think you just give me like a little bit of my weed I can roll up real quick? Yo, the Sarge, you know when you laugh hard, you do that pig sound?
Yeah.
Yo, that nigga did that shit. He said, I like you, guy. You gotta look out. He told the guy who arrested me, he said, you gotta look out for him in court. You gotta look out for him in court. I like you, guy. So my moral of the story is, sometimes it's the approach.
Indeed.
See, the thing is that I dealt with it like a black man. So he treated me like a black man. He treated me like a man. If I'd have act like a nigga, I would have got treated like a nigga. That's what my whole thing is. That's the whole story. That's what it boiled down to. Period. How they say you get more honeys being sweets, whatever.
Honey than vinegar, right? Some shit like that.
Vinegar is not there.
What is it then?
You attract more flies with honey than
Yeah, there you go.
Right, but the vinegar was in it. Listen, I have 3 more minutes with you. Okay.
I'm sorry.
3 minutes. What's going on?
No, we have. This is white people time. So this is what we're gonna do
All right.
because a quick. It's It's one answer, and then we're gonna go past this. We spoke to maybe you can give it to me. All right. What's your favorite spliff collab on any level? That's it. One situation.
It's collab.
Yeah.
Video or music?
Oh, video. That's what I care about. Video. Sorry, video.
Okay.
Yeah. Bang.
I don't know. That was one of my favorites right there.
I like Make It Clap.
I like that too.
That's
It's all
my shit.
inappropriate. Listen, I'm not playing Family Feud with you. Done. All right. So next question.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I like that. That's another good one I like. I always like when he's like Alfred Hitchcock wearing a wig.
Nah,
like
Make
somewhere in
It
the
Clap.
cut.
The
It's
cadence,
great.
the bars on that one was crazy.
Easy.
You know what I mean? Grinding. Let's listen.
You know, they're causing a lot of drama here. I'm trying to talk to you, Mr. Marvel, and it's funny because I'm an asshole. I really am not good with certain movies and genres. I've
Yeah, I
never
was gonna
watched.
This is lit.
Appreciate
I
you. I
thought
was
he was a
gonna blow
Ninja
you
Turtle.
up.
I
She
thought he was a
said,
Ninja Turtle.
You thought Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, she
it
was
was a
really,
Ninja
she was
Turtle.
trying to get on me. She said, "Yo, so I'm gonna bring that up on the joint." I said, "But you do know what we
Yo,
dealing
when
with
he was,
before we
look,
get on the
look,
camera."
when he was cutting through the projects to meet me, I was
Wearing this
sit-
shirt?
I was,
Queso.
right.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the green bench with the two ladies that they older, you know what I mean, my elders. They was like, yo, who's that guy with the green shirt? He looked like the Incredible Hulk. He started walking out. I said, oh, yo, Jada, you stupid. That's my bad Thunny.
I
That's
picked
good
it
merch.
up. I picked it up.
You caught it.
Once
You
I
caught
saw
on.
the hat.
You
You know what I'm
caught
saying?
on.
But when I first saw it, I said, "Oh my God, I have." I was like, "Are you Michelangelo? Like who are you?" You know what I'm saying? Like which one?
He says, "This is Leonardo."
No,
That's-
because you know what it was.
nah,
I have a Sega. I have that stupid thing where like you have a million different games on one console. It's like $35 for like all the
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
So I'm still stuck on Sonic the Hedgehog #2 with like Knuckles, whatever. He never helps you. Not Knuckles. What's the one? Tails. He always
Tails.
holds you up. They can't carry you nowhere. The whole thing's a shit show. But it's reminiscent of that. Enough
Indeed,
about
indeed.
the shirt because
Enough.
we could be here all day about that.
Word.
What are you working on? What I like about your page, and I stalk you religiously. We've had this conversation for at least a year.
A lot of love. It go both ways. I be all on you. You know what I mean?
That's
That's how I
good.
know it was in the hotel room.
Word.
I had the lady outside. That's
Word.
yeah, on there, bitch.
Word.
It's so yo, it's very entertaining on her page. But, we're moving along. though, moving along.
That Jenna
Outta
After Dark
here.
So y'all
hashtag
was-
gets me in a lot of
y'all
trouble.
was
let me just tell
stalking
you
each
something.
other.
Absolutely. And you know, it's sometimes
going down in the
it's like
Professional.
two ships in the night, and we're gonna keep it professional.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You have to keep it professional because if it goes left, you'll be on Judge Mathis with me. I'm just
Indeed.
kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke from last week, 2 weeks ago. It's every other week, but. Anyway, back to you. What are you working on right this second? Because again, the whole point of me stalking his page, there's new music like every third day, which I think is important. It's nice to hone one song, but just to keep promoting, whether it's different sections of the song or however you want to call it, versus.
Well, let me get into that real quick.
Yes.
We came into this and decided that we was gonna set everything on fire. The bro told you he was a late bloomer. I'm pretty much a late bloomer. It's like we making up for lost time. I'm back here, we doing it, and between my releases, his releases, collabos, and features, it's just all constant music ready to come out. So he just released a couple of joints, and of course I go through and cover that. You know what I mean? Blocks on Fire. What's the other one that's coming out? They're about to shoot the vid for?
Who outside?
Who Outside. At the same time, I drop Everglades USA, Sweet, and How to Rap featuring him in Illinois. I got a new joint about to drop now, and that's basically going to be centered around police brutality and how we've been getting the short end of the stick for a very long time. It's called Live at 5, and it's not something that I just pinned up now. This been sitting in the chamber for a couple of years, but it's ready to go now. We're going to release that, and I just released like a oldie but goodie joint called The Face of God. You know what I mean? With the self-titled video as well as the LP. All of that shit is out streaming everywhere, available for sale, stream, download. Fuck with us. If you ain't fucking with us, we ain't fucking with you. Y'all know what you could do.
Biggest obstacle with COVID in the last, at this point, it's like 3 or 4. I don't even know what month it is. It's like 3 or 4 months of
Yeah.
being kind of under wraps and limited to studios.
Right.
4.
And thank you, because my math has always been suspect. I don't know how the hell I
Right.
got it in high school.
True.
Biggest obstacle you can answer, either of you can answer. Biggest obstacle though, thus far over the last 4 months.
Creating, just writing. I have a project that I'm working on too, but I haven't been to the studio to record it yet. I got an EP coming out soon. It's gonna be. I titled it "I Am Legend Brother."
When you go to the studio, I want you to take those mic condoms because you don't know how people are living their life.
let me get one of
There's
those.
shit
Let me get
all
one of
over the
those.
place. What do you want? We have plenty.
Oh, get some on the way out.
All right. So listen, we have to kind of chop this up. I didn't give you as much time as I would have liked, and
So
you
we
know how
need
this
to come.
goes. Am I wrong? Is it me?
Well, listen, I'm glad
I
that
never
I
been
had a
on
chance
Ellen.
to
I don't
come
know.
on and kick it with y'all. I enjoyed the
Thank you for having me.
This was very entertaining,
Yes.
and I enjoyed the whole experience in here rocking with the legendary Spliff Star.
Wow.
Blang.
Love you like cook food.
You don't know, bro.
Easy.
Let's take
Wow.
pictures. Are we ready to go into commercial?
Spliffington.
Commercial break?
This goes out to my Get Money crew. Put your hands up in the air if you feel me. Hustle all day, hustle all night. Be about that dough. This goes out to my Get Money crew. Put your hands up in the air if you feel me. Hustle all day, hustle all night. Be about that dough.
We getting money round here, straight up, straight up. We getting money round here, straight up, straight up. We getting money round here, yeah, we chillin' round here. This is Brooklyn, nothing but villains round here. Man, I got man, nothing but killing round here. Man, I boss man, hood niggas turn millionaires. What's a move, dude? I ain't never stuck in no square. Yeah, you're worldwide, getting money every fucking wheel. Always on the grind, blood sweat, always get a check. We don't waste time. I get money, niggas get upset. Ooh, 90 niggas. Get wet. Oh yeah, I deal it. See, nigga better show respect. Boy, I'm all about the money, got no time for your dumb ass. We outside making dumb cash.
This goes out to my Get Money crew. Put your hands up in the air if you feel me. Hustle all day, hustle all night. Be about that dough. This goes out to my Get Money crew. Put your hands up in the air if you feel me. Hustle all day, hustle all night. Be about that dough.
We getting money round here, straight up, straight up. We getting money round here, straight up, straight up. You see my chick top billing and she looking like a million. Cause her body looking out of control. Yo, she let it get that money, nigga, handle that business. Bring daddy back a big bang, bro. Yo, you know I get 'em, get out and get it. I learned it, I love it, I live it. I flip it to double digits, bro. Lot of money, nigga. Big body, nigga. Pull up on the party, nigga. Haters watching, yeah, the face looking soggy, nigga. White Mazzy, yeah, looking like a Nazi, nigga. Balboa, every finger looking rocky, nigga. No time for your dumb ass. We outside, motherfucker, making dumb